then it's just wrong. But then at the same time, I don't know all these different.
Oh, good. I just wanted to see what's going on with my case. I haven't heard anything back. And
did you get your number? Because I just looked and I couldn't find it. So it's probably because your name is kind of.
Did I get my number?
Your HPD report number.
No.
So when did I talk to you last?
Geez, I don't know. I guess it was a couple weeks after the incident or something like that, maybe. Well, I thought it was Bryson and Jack over at A American Storage, but you're saying that wasn't their right names on the police report. That they had put that wasn't their right names or something. You told me.
Because I just looked at my e-log and I didn't find it, but maybe I was spelling your name wrong. This is how you spell your name?
Yes.
And then regular Chris, is it Christian, Christopher?
Just Chris.
That's what I looked and I couldn't see it on the e-log. Typically, we assign to an advocate.
Okay.
And I sent you a letter. Have you moved?
No, I'm homeless. I've been homeless. But I got an address. It's 277 Ahua. I've never received it.
What part of town? Huh. Like Honolulu or?
Yeah. And I gave you the address, 277. That's been my mailing address.
Let me go look, because we have a clerical shortage, and they've been taking a really long time. When do you think you started this case?
What do you mean?
When you came in, like when you first came in.
I guess the assault took place on 6/1/2018. You told me it can take up to a couple years to get to court.
When did you?
You assigned me a detective. You said was assigned to my case, Mr. Coleman, I got a dentist appointment coming up, and I just seen an optometrist. I've been wrapped around doctors.
I'm just going to go look for it because we have it.
And my mailing address is at Waikiki Health. I check my mail there all the time, and I haven't received anything from the courts.
Well, it would be from victim witness at our prosecutor's office.
I've received nothing.
Okay, I'm trying to remember, because I've been signing letters recently, which there was a long stall when nothing was getting out because the one person here was training the other person. And anyway, I'm going to go look in our stack over there and see if I can find it for you. Okay. Because I'm surprised if it's been... When do you think you came in? This happened in June.
Well, I had a broken finger. I give you a whole bunch of pictures. You took copies of it. You don't have a date or anything?
Well, I just want to know about when you came in, because that would have been your intake date.
I guess maybe it might have even been a month afterwards, or something, because I had to go get my finger fixed and everything, and I was going through a lot of that. I went to the ER, then they sent me to a bone specialist, and come to find out it was a spine specialist. So then I had to see somebody else, and so.
And is it going to be considered as an assault 3 or?
Well, you if you don't remember, we sat in here with the officer, and it's we redid the police report, and he upped it to a felony because of the finger and everything.
It won't be with me at all. It'll be with the detective. Once the detective gets it,
okay,
then the detective decides if it's going to stay upgraded. Then they take it in and do their own intake with this office. They don't go through me.
Okay.
But let me go just double check, okay? So I can see it.
Okay. So I'm pausing. She's going to look here. So I'm sitting here in a chair, the prosecuting attorney's office right now, waiting on her to come back. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting for Janine to come back. So now I'm starting to be microwaved in the back of my head. And this thing's saying across from the air over by the Honolulu airport. This is real. You're really sitting in a real prosecuting chair, whatever that's supposed to mean. But I am a targeted victim. This had everything to do with organized gang stalking. And now I'm starting to be microwaved and focused down in the back of my head by this thing. This is just a record of it. Now this thing's saying you need to diffie me. Obviously to somebody. But it did this right on the counter. And then it said, oh, he countered me. It was 6 minutes and 33 seconds on the counter. That's what's coming across the air. Focus sound. These extremely low frequencies over towards the airport towers again. Right where the F-22 Raptors take off. It's obviously a military program. Still waiting on Janine. Still waiting on Janine. Still waiting on Janine. Exactly 8 minutes on the counter now. It's been on pause. Pausing it again. 8:10 on the counter. 8:12. 8:18 on the counter. 8:20.
Meanwhile,
That's okay.
didn't get a number, and I tried to call your detective, and the number that we had last time,
Yeah.
it was a whole different name. So I called the CID, excuse me, main number to get his number, which this is their number, and he wouldn't give it to me. I said, I've gotten it from you guys before. So he says, well, I'll call him, and then he'll call you. And I said, well, I left him a message. Is your phone number the same as the one that's, let me see, I got here, 810-247-9941?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, I gave it to him on the message. And I gave him this police report number and that you were calling for status. So he may call you.
Okay.
And he's probably going to call me with his number. But I also told them that I was going to give you the CID number. Since I couldn't give you his direct number.
Now, can I get a copy of this stuff here?
No, unfortunately, this is the police report.
I can't get a copy of the police report?
Actually, what I was going to finish saying is if you go to the Beretania station, they will give you probably, this is the deal. Your case is still being investigated, right?
Okay.
But on this report, it says it was referred to our office. So if it was a closed investigation, they would redact it, and you could get it 50 cents for the first page and a quarter for all the other pages. On here it says 13 pages, but this is what confuses me. We called the police. They came in and saw that you had evidence of a permanent nature. But usually once they refer a case to us, they ask us to give the information to the prosecutor to upgrade it here. So I don't know if they closed that since you were here or what, but he came here, right? The officer came here, and said this should be a felony assault. That's what I wrote in my notes. That's why.
Yes,
and you brought this,
and he redid the whole police report because they had their names wrong on there. They had everything wrong on the police report.
So this
the original
report
one.
number is going to be different.
Okay.
I mean, that's
well. Can I get the report number?
That's what I was wanting from you. What happens is, if the police came and redid that, they gave it to you, right?
Well, I was here. They didn't give me anything while I was here that I'm aware of.
Okay, well,
you give me Detective Coleman's number. They redid the police report. He said he was going to redo it, and he left.
Yeah, well,
and
I don't see any evidence of that. And if they changed the number, then I don't have it because they're supposed to give it to you.
You don't see any evidence of what? Him being here?
I don't see. Well, I wouldn't have any evidence except the fact that we were sitting here together. Usually, when they come and do a report, they give you the number for the police report. On here, this is your old number from the initial date of the incident, and it says refer to us. So typically, after they refer it to us, we have to have the upstairs people review it. But what you're telling me that they actually were going to upgrade it here or at that point in time. So I guess the best thing to do is talk to Detective
They totally
Coleman.
did. They totally redid the whole police report.
Well, then when either of us talks to Detective Coleman, we'll ask him what that police report number is, because you just have the old one. And you do have the old one, right?
Well, I've tried contacting Detective Coleman on probably 2 or 3 different occasions, and the one guy said that wasn't his number anymore. He moved. Then I tried getting a hold of him again. I passed the message on, and so far I have got nothing. Nothing.
Well, I imagine that's why you came in.
That's part of the reason.
Okay, but at this point in time, if I thought it was in felony people's hands, I don't do intakes for felonies, so that's why I haven't been doing anything. Right now, I got a message with both of our numbers. When I talk to him, I'm going to try and get your police report number, but I do want to give you your old police report number in case you do want to go get it. You know where the main station is in Bear Canyon?
Yes. Yes.
From what I see here, because it says it was referred to us, they should be able to give it to you. But they're going to charge you 50 cents plus $12 or 12 pages, so I can't do math very well, or I do it for you. Let's see. 12 divided, 50 says, if I even had a calculator, it would help a little bit, but I'm thinking it's...
you're just
less
like
than
me
$10,
when it comes... Yeah, probably. I'm like that with measuring. I mean, I could do the half and the 3/4, but all the little lines in between, man, I'm like,
I have one in my office.
So this is the statement that I did then.
This is the statement that you did, but this is just, I think, one page.
Okay.
I didn't print everything out because I probably already did it once before, and it's already in our computer system. So, because we do color pictures if they give us color pictures too.
Yeah, that's all the pictures that I give you right there.
Anyway, I'm trying to recreate.
So I can't get none of that then. That I had already give you what you got.
Well, you can have this.
Okay.
This is what I put in our computer so far because I did make note of it, and it says came as walk-in on case informed of DVD that shows injuries from the physician. Also dropped off a form from Dr. Robert Atkinson, gave him contact information for Coleman, and the one I gave you was that number that is somebody else's number, because when I called it, it had somebody else's name. And so that's when I called CID back, and I said, can I just get his phone number, because this last one that we got is wrong. And he said no. And I said, I've gotten numbers from you guys before.
Right.
And he's like, well, I'll call him on his cell phone and then have him call you. And I said, okay, but I got the guy here right now, so I'm going to give him your number.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's
He
a
may
detective
call
on the case. I mean, if I can't call the detective on the case, then it's doesn't do me any good.
well, let's just put it this way. I've heard complaints about some detectives before. They may be unreachable. They may actually not be available today. We can't expect that they're available, 24 hours every day.
Well, no, but they should have, if they're assigned to your case, they should have a number where they can be reached.
That is what my belief is, and that's why I asked for his number, and he wouldn't give it to me. And I said, I had it before, it's just not his number.
Yeah.
If Alicia answered the phone, she knows me, she'd give it to me. I don't know who this guy was. Maybe